Konnichiwa, watashi wa Bob desu.
Yeah, what he said. So that happened. And, Konnichiwa, Scott says. Right?
Sure, why not?
And, hello, greetings, salutations. Hola, ¿cómo está?
Exactly. So we're here. We're going to do our top 3 of our
Welcome
3 categories.
to the BNS Awesome Podcast, I think you mean.
No, I'm sure if somebody's clicked this, they know exactly what we're going to be doing.
What if they're new? What if they're a new subscriber to our crazy antics?
Then they probably shouldn't click on this episode. It's the first one that they're doing.
Well, yeah, probably not. Probably wouldn't be the best idea. Anyways, we're the BNS Awesome Podcast. We review movies, games, and TV shows, and we do it in a matter that involves.
We once reviewed an island.
Ghosts. Peter Dinklage ghosts.
And an island. We did an island once.
We did?
Yes. It was Hawaii, yes or no?
Yeah, I guess it was. So yeah, this is our end of the year, start of the year roundup, I guess you could say.
This is our end of the year for 2019. Top 3 each categories.
Movies, TV shows, and games.
Top 3 favorites.
Top 3 favorites. So we're gonna have some
arguments.
No, not even arguments. I had a really good time this year just watching movies. We had a lot of really awesome stuff this year. We had the end of Infinity War. It was pretty fucking epic.
Yeah.
We had great TV shows like The Boys came out, Umbrella Academy, The Witcher, the new episodes of Big Mouth. We're pretty spoiled.
Spoiled for choice, he says.
As for games, we had Resident Evil 2 came out this year.
Well, you already picked my number 1 for games.
What else was there? Was Spider-Man this year? No, it might have been last year.
For, like, the Ultimate game?
Yeah, the new Spider-Man game.
I'll check quick.
Death Stranding came out. Disco Elysium. I know you probably haven't heard anything about that one, but Disco Elysium, it's a beautiful game. It's totally different, and I think you would love it, Bob. Like, for story-wise, like gripping story, like almost like a point-and-click adventure. It's amazing. What else came out this year?
Unfortunately, PS4 Spider-Man's 2018.
Yeah, that's what I figured. What else can you think of that came out this year? Like,
well, I'm not going to give spoilers. I'll let you get.
Oh wait, Spider-Man came out.
We'll get into our top 3s.
I know.
Then I'll do my top 3s, and we'll go. What you want to go? Video or movie, TV show, game in that order.
Okay, so to start us off, let's go to the movies.
And here we go.
Are you the keymaster?
Laugh it up, fuzzball.
We came, we saw, we kicked its ass.
This baby hits 88 miles per hour. They're gonna see some serious shit.
What do you think? What would be your third best?
Oh, no. You're going first.
No.
You always want to go first.
Okay, but we're going to do it in a back and forth so that we're not just blowing the proverbial load.
Blowing the smoke.
The smoke, the proverbial load, you know. My number 3 this year, I'm going to have to say, it's a toss-up for me. I really enjoyed...
Just say what comes to mind.
Code 8.
That's terrible. Your choice is terrible. I'm rescinding your ability to say what you want.
Code 8 was great. Stephen Amell, Robbie Amell, superhero-ish movie. I don't even know how to explain it.
Superhero story that's based on class differences.
Yeah, it's different.
It's a post-apocalyptic future of now.
Well, it's not post-apocalyptic, though. It's just...
It sort of
it's
is.
in the future.
It's in a police-military state, so you could argue it.
Kind of, but I wouldn't say post-apocalyptic, because there was no apocalypse.
Yeah, I guess.
There's people that have powers now.
Post-police state future.
How about we go post-powers? Or
Sure,
no,
why not?
after powers.
Why not?
Yeah. It was good. I really enjoyed it. I like the genre. I like that not your regular superhero show.
It's like Minority Report with more robots and more superpowers.
And less Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise is a national treasure. He runs fast.
Actually, no Tom Cruise. like none at all. So there's my number 3 pick. How about you, Bob?
Oh, I was saving mine. Now you get your number 2, and then your number 1.
No. We're gonna go to your number 3 now. We're gonna go back and forth.
My number 3?
Yes.
It's hard.
Like a rock.
It's hard because, like you say, you're spoiled for choice. So it's really what personally you enjoy the most.
Yeah.
Which I think will. Some people will see our list. If they listen, they'll be like, "Are these guys on glue?" And they might be right. They might be wrong, but they might be right.
I huffed a fair amount of glue in my time.
It's painful because one of the favorite movies I saw this year is from 2018, and I want to put it in my 3rd place. If it came out where it came out in 2018, but I saw it on its release in 2019, can I still count it as a 2019 film? Since
I guess
saw
you
in
watched it this
2019?
year. Right?
If so, my 3rd favorite pick would be The Accidental Detective 2.
Okay, yeah, you can go with that. That's fine. Why was it your favorite?
Okay, I loved The Accidental Detective when it first came out. Like, I loved it to the point where I needed to, before I could get it on iTunes, easily, I bought a bootleg copy of it to get it over here. Cause
Whoa, bootleg copy. I didn't hear that.
Hey, copyright laws are very confusing in the Orient. It was legal somewhere.
Okay, sorry.
And I did support the official lease when it came on iTunes, so don't be giving me that.
Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah, no, it was very good. Highly recommended.
Oh, I love the original, and the second
That's
one.
what you said, yeah.
The second one just blows it past. It's one of those sequels where, like, the first one is great. Don't get me wrong, I love the first one. The second one may be better. Like, I watched them both all the time.
See, that's high praise for any second movie. Like, if it's better than the first one, I think that's high praise.
Well, like, okay, so the first one, the two main characters, the comic book owner and the actual police officer, they're like, it's them getting into the relationship. The second one, they already have their relationship, so it's just like, you can skip out the awkward getting into the relationship part. It's just their whole relationship, the whole movie, and it's great.
I like that.
Have you seen any of them yet? Because
I have not. We are going to review them. You have said that a few times.
Like, if I can get away with using that 2018 as my 3rd choice for 2019, that's what I'm going with. Accidental Detective 2. Saw it in 2019.
Okay, that works. Okay, so my number 2, who I'm not sure. I want to go with one, but I'm thinking I should go with another.
Just do what your heart tells you so I can tell you it's wrong. And then be a total dick.
Yeah, I'm going to do this, even though... Okay, so my original number 2 was going to be Spider-Man Far From Home.
Because you liked it.
I really enjoyed Far From Home. I think it was...
Because you said, I want to see Donnie Darko fight Tom Holland.
I fucking love Jake Gyllenhaal.
Who doesn't? He's a great actor.
He is. He's amazing. And, like, I'm going to go off on, like, a bit of a Spider-Man tangent. Like... That's
fine. We can... Even if you're going to pick the movie, you can still go on a tangent.
Like, they did such a good job bringing it back again, I guess you could say. For the 3rd time's a charm. Or 4th, I guess it'd be, because they had the original Spider-Man way back. Anyways, they did such a good job on that movie, and I just recently watched it. I thought it was wonderful. But I looked at the IMDb top movies.
I think Scott's cheating. He's cheating over there on his little phone. I kind of am
cheating.
I also cheated to see when the Accidental Detective was actually released.
But Avengers Endgame is going to be my number 2.
Ooh, yeah, it has its moments.
I really enjoyed it. And
I understand. I don't agree, but I understand.
It had a lot of moments that I was like, man, they made a great movie here. Well, and they wrapped everything up.
It's the culmination.
Yeah.
Sure, it's got some cracks in it, but like it's absurd. I understand. I don't agree per se, but I understand what you're saying, and I can agree with that. It's just I don't agree with the final piece of the number 2. Like, it's great.
Yeah.
It's in the top 10 for sure for me.
Yeah, so I'm going to put Spider-Man like either 4th or 5th if I was to go that low, and Endgame as number 2 just because it was the combination of like the build up. Like, fuck, we've been waiting for Endgame for how long?
Almost as long as I've been waiting for Evangelion to finish.
10 years, I would say. Yeah. So to see it finally like wrapped up and them starting like the new phase now.
The new phase is most of it looks just Scarlet looks pretty good.
Yeah, Scarlet, and then the Vision. Black Widow.
That movie looks not bad.
It looks like, yeah. We'll see.
It's not going to be... I think it will be better than it looks in the trailers. I think whoever edited the trailer, it's got some beef with the movie.
I can see that. So yeah, number 2, Avengers Endgame. Bob?
Well, Scott, you're not gonna like this, but
I know what it is.
what do you think it is?
Cold Pursuit?
No,
okay.
That would be in my top 10, but it would be in the lower
Okay.
top 10.
You just made me happy, man. I can die happy. Okay, moving on.
All right, it kind of falls apart at the end, but the first 2/3 are enough that it's going to get that spot for me for various reasons. But my second, number 2 choice movie of the year is Detective Pikachu.
Ooh, that's a good choice. I don't mind that choice.
For various reasons. I admit, like, the final act is just, it's awful.
Atrocious.
It's god awful. The ending's not bad, but like that, I'm the villain, Mewtwo. Like, when it's being a buddy cop between Ryan Reynolds and the actor, like, Tim or
Jim or
is
whatever.
it the character's name is Tim, but the actor's name is something Jackson.
Smith. Jackson Smith?
Jackson Smith.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. It is Smith. I know Smith for sure.
Okay.
So yeah. You want to elaborate anymore?
The fact that in this day and age that we actually got a Pokemon movie into
Right?
theaters by Legendary, I never thought in 1995 or anything playing the Game Boy games that would ever happen. And when I did hear it was going to happen, I thought it was going to be an unmitigated disaster.
I thought the exact same
But
thing.
the first 2/3, you're like, oh my god, this is great. They picked something that isn't mainstream Pokemon. There's references to the other things. There's references to the show, the video games, and it worked. It worked pretty organically. And I'm like, you know what? This worked. It was acceptable. I'd watch a mainstream Pokemon movie.
I would have liked to have seen a mainstream, like more like.
I'm glad they went to a different
Yeah, it's-
area where there's no actual
Yeah,
cockfighting.
very
It's like,
different.
We were going to live together with the Pokemon. I was like, that's interesting to me.
But the other people had Pokemon.
But they
And we're
never kept them in
catching
Pokeballs, and they never caught them in that area that they were in. Remember, he actually
Yeah,
goes
yeah.
on the train to that other city.
Yeah, and it was all living in harmony. But I would like to see
An actual cockfighting?
where they're well, not. I guess kind
It's cockfighting.
it's kids cockfighting. I think we said cockfighting a few too many times there. Yeah. Okay.
I had a Blaziken. It was cockfighting. Yeah! I named my Blaziken Richard Simmons.
Richard motherfucking Simmons. Okay.
But yeah, that's my number 2 choice would be Detective Pikachu. Like I say, it falls apart at the end. There's also that Sailor Moon Crystal movie coming out sometime this year. Well, that's this year. Remember you sent me the ad?
did.
And I was like, ah!
Bob fan girled out. It was hot.
That's messed up. All right, now we're getting to the real hard stuff. The number 1 choice of movies, Scott. What do you got? What do you got? What do you got?
Number 1.
Oh man.
Why? Your decision for anyone listening is going to be ruthlessly scrutinized.
Because you know what? I've actually been really thinking about this for the last since we talked about it just before the end of the year there. I've been thinking like what movie hit me the hardest? And I was like 100% in on. And I don't care what anybody says. You can give me shit because it's a kids movie.
For a second, I thought he was going to say Cold Pursuit. Now I don't think he's
It's
going.
definitely not Cold Pursuit. Cold Pursuit's in my top 700. We'll just go with that. Toy Story 4. I loved it. I shed a tear at the end of
I
it.
never even went to go see it.
No,
Was it good?
it's fucking delightful. It's kind of the same thing as Endgame. It's like a wrap up finally of the Toy Story series, and they just the way that they end it. The movie itself was kind of like, oh, it's okay, and then like it comes towards the ending, and Woody kind of finally realizes that it's okay to not have Andy anymore. It was real sentimental, and yeah, I shed a tear. So for that reason, I absolutely love Toy Story 4. I think everybody should watch it. That's my number 1 pick for this year.
Okay, I have one thing with that. Is it better than the other Toy Story movies?
No. Toy Story 1 is top. If I was to rank them, Toy Story 1, Toy Story 2, Toy Story 4, Toy Story 3.
See, if I was going to rank them, I would have Toy Story 1 and then go to 3 and then go from there.
I hated that fucking pink bear.
Yeah, I know, but he gets what's coming to him. Sid puts him on a garbage truck.
That is true.
Sid is the hero of Toy
That's the
Story.
other cool thing.
He's the hero that nobody saw coming.
He's like Jar Jar Binks in Rise of Skywalker.
You see, you're the only one who got that special edition cut, Scott.
Right? George Lucas, thank you. So yeah, I was a nice little bow that it was kind of like Avengers for me. There was a nice little bow they threw on the top of Toy Story. I could see them making more, but it won't be the same. After this one, I probably won't watch anymore. Fucking hate you. So, Bob, what's your number one?
Well, you guys aren't going to like this, but I'll give you 3 guesses what my number 1 pick is, even though I admit it's a flawed film and that I don't like it as much as 2014.
Godzilla?
Yep.
King of Monsters.
That'll take my top pick.
Really?
Because even though it's flawed and there's parts that just piss me off to no end, it does have moments. That
It
moment where
definitely
Mothra tries to save Godzilla and keeps him from exploding, I lose it. I can't. And some people were like, what are you talking about? I was like, just watch the movie. Because like some people just don't even notice that. I know you didn't notice it the first time.
No, I didn't. And then when you explained it to me, I was like, ooh, that's pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah, if you're a fan of Godzilla King of Monsters and you watch the scene where he goes into burning, air quotations there, Godzilla, just watch his nuclear pulses very closely and you'll understand why he didn't super explode. It has its moments. As a classic fan of Godzilla,
Yeah.
you know, I had to. I gotta say, all the spoilers for Godzilla vs. Kong, I'm like, I've already grabbed my coat and I'm out the door. It's like, and I'm not going out the door to see the movie. I'm going out the door to go kill the director because they've made garbage.
Aw, that's kind of sad.
So, Viva November 2020, we'll be reviewing Godzilla vs. Kong.
Any honorable mentions for you? I got a couple.
Oh, sure, you go first.
John Wick 3. If you love seeing people get shot in the face, everybody gets shot in the face in that movie.
Even John Wick?
No, not John Wick. So there's a couple movies on here that I would have loved to have said I watched, but I didn't. Zombieland Double Tap was one of them. I really wanted to see it. But another honorable mention, Shazam. Shazam came out this year. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which was kind of originally going to be my number 1, but I think that falls into a 4 or 5 position for me. Yeah, there's lots of stuff I didn't see, so that kind of is sad for me. King of Monsters is also in that like upper 10. There was so much good stuff this year.
I watched a lot of stuff this year, but it ain't in the top 3. Don't expect no mercy from me. Bobby out.
Bobby out. Okay, do we want to go through our worsts?
No, if we haven't been mentioned or given any praise throughout the year, I'm pretty sure they know what they are. Unless you want to have a quick little
I
go
just
of
want to
your-
put one movie kind of on blast.
Okay, if you want to put one, I might put one for something later. But yeah, go for it.
The Irishman.
The Irishman?
What the fuck? That movie is 3.5 hours of fucking nothingness. CGI'd old man faces and old man hands. That's all that movie is. I'm sorry. Fuck that movie.
I've told you about Goodfellas, how I always just pretty much shut the movie over after Pesci gets shot, and then that's a much shorter movie with a much happier ending.
I'm funny how? I mean funny like I'm a clown, I amuse you, I make you laugh, I'm here to fucking amuse you. How the fuck am I funny? What the fuck is so funny about me? Tell me what's funny.
I had to kill a deer, Ma. It was alive. I was like, ah.
If you stop the movie, then it has a somber ending. It's like they whacked them and there's nothing you could do, and that's when the movie ends. It takes out all the drugs,
agree.
everything else, and the movie's much shorter. Just shut off right after then. That's the end of the movie.
I don't know. Yeah. Everybody praised The Irishman, and I was like, oh my god, this is not a good movie. That's my rant. What are we going to next, Bob?
We're going to TV shows. 3 to 1. Countdown.
Bob can start.
Oh no, you're the leader of this
Okay.
train. You're the conductor, Scott. That's a spoiler for my video game segments because you know Train Conductor Simulator is going to
It's
be
definitely on that list. Toss up for me. Again, they're all toss ups. I think it's hard to pick one great one that you loved because I loved a lot of TV shows this year. I was a toss up between Titans and Umbrella Academy for number 3 for me.
What are you, some kind of comic book cape fan,
Yeah,
little boy?
Yeah, okay. You got it. You got an issue?
No.
Here's a tissue.
I just wanted to clarify for the listeners.
But I'm gonna give it to Umbrella Academy. It was an original story. Titans, they kind of already had material to go off of, even though they did their own thing. Yeah, Umbrella Academy was... I'm super excited for the new season coming. It was great. It was beyond great. It was dark. I love what they did this year, period, in TV shows with dark superhero stuff. I love it. I think that if I had to watch anything, it would be dark superhero stuff all year round. And pretty much that's all I did watch. Bob, how about you?
Is that a heads up to the things that you watched this year being all superhero related?
Maybe. We'll see.
I'll go with The Boys as my top 3 pick because I liked it.
I liked it, and that's
I
the way.
liked Homelander. He's a psychotic villain you can root for.
You're like, woo! What the fuck?
I will laser every single one of you. Well, his backstory, and he's a villain you can root for.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. This next season. Do you have anything else to say about it?
Well, I don't want to get into spoilers or too much praise. I just say it did get on my list as the 3rd. So.
Yeah, we'll move right along into my second one then, because it was Boys. Man, it was good. Black Noir.
Playing the piano.
Whatever. Back up. Let me finish this. I'm playing the piano. I am super excited for the very last episode, or for the very next episode. I'm super excited for the next season of Boys.
There you go. I knew you'd get it.
Sooner or later, Yeah, it's going to be great. Your number 2?
It's hard because I only watch so many TV shows, and most of them are on Netflix because I only watch so much.
Yeah, that's true.
TV. I don't really watch much TV per se anymore.
Yeah, I don't even have cable, so mine's mostly based off of Netflix or series that
Or streaming.
I've streamed.
Mandalorian, obviously.
Number 2?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so good. It's so well done.
What was your pick going to be for Mandalorian? Was it going to be your number 1 or?
It's not.
Okay, so I guess we can get into the Mandalorian a little more. It's great because it's small scale. There's no one thing that bothers me. We were talking in a previous podcast was like Dragon Ball because there's power creep and they just keep going and going and going. You don't have to do that. An ATST is a serious threat. A TIE fighter is a serious threat.
Right?
Like he's just a guy wearing armor. He doesn't need to be. Oh my God! There's 1,000 million Death Stars with laser cannons on them.
Oh, that end episode where they go to the forger. I don't know what you call.
She's a forge. She works the forge. An artificer.
I was just
craftsman. Craftswoman.
Such a good and that's like 4, lowest 4. Yeah.
I quite liked when he's. Do you know the rising phoenix or?
Oh.
he's like.
Yeah. No, it was wonderfully done. So I'm so happy Disney Plus put that out.
Thank Filoni and everybody else.
Thank you, sirs.
Marvel's gonna be taking over Star Wars.
Ugh.
Chris Pratt's gonna be a Jedi just like he was when he was fat.
That's right. You get that, Chris Pratt, you fat son of a bitch.
You're gonna be a Jedi again.
Oh my good lord.
Fat Chris Pratt Jedi. People would pay money to see that. He was great as a Jedi. It was great. You ever see that commercial?
No, I don't think I have.
Can I have that as my number 1 pick of TV shows? Fat Chris Pratt Jedi.
Can't.
All right, Scott, pick your number 1.
Number 1.
C was my number 1.
Ah.
I know.
Ah.
I know. Everybody will complain about this. I fucking love that show. Blind Chase Momoa. What more could a man want? I don't know. I thought it was just really well made. I think Apple TV really did a good job on it. Like, I don't know what else to say. It's just really well done. It's not a superhero movie, but it's post-apocalyptic, which I really like. And it was a completely off-brand idea. Like, it was... I'd never heard of anything ever like it. Have you?
Have I heard of a boring show before? Yes, plenty.
Blind post.
Shade given.
Fuck you. You like Cold Pursuit.
I don't like Cold Pursuit. I love
it.
Cold Pursuit.
Shut your whore mouth. Cold Pursuit is the songbird of our generation, right next to Ready Player One.
I'm glad you understand.
Yeah. So yeah, no, I really enjoyed C. Bob, number 1.
Well, you're not gonna like this, but it's just hard putting them in order. But I'm gonna have to give it to BoJack Horseman. In the last half of the last season's coming out on the 31st, then it's done.
Yeah,
It's a roller coaster ride. Last season was crazy. I love that series. I love the actors in it. It's great.
Good. I'm happy.
That's all I'm going to talk about for BoJack Horseman. Either you love it or you hate it.
Go watch it.
You know what
Check
it
it out.
is.
Right? Like if I was to go with
It's got Will Arnett, Jesse Pinkman.
Pinkman, yeah. Making crystals. I mean, yeah, it's super well done. It's fucking great. It's up there with Big Mouth for me.
Oh, that's an insult to BoJack Horseman.
No, I put, I don't know. For me personally, I like Big Mouth a bit better. I hate Nick Kroll. Don't get me wrong. I hate Nick Kroll, and I'll say that again. That guy's a weird fucking looking dude. But god damn it, is that show ever funny. So, yeah.
That's confusing praise, Scott. That's confusing praise.
And then I just want to, do you have any other like little honorable mentions?
Aggressive Reach Go.
Yeah.
Like I say, like I got Crunchyroll. I'm just gonna throw that out there so people know that I subscribe to Crunchyroll. But Gintama's not been doing a lot. I turn it on and there's all these shows that I look at and I just hate, and I think I'm just not the target audience for things these days.
Yeah. No,
I'm just angry. Well, like I'm gonna go to Japan. There'll be stuff like merchandise out and be like, I hate all of this. I hate this.
I hate you.
Where's all the Godzilla stuff?
Yeah, I can see that. I want to do like a little. I got 2 little web series that I really enjoy, and they're just like little web shows. Like I said, one is the Hot Ones with Chris Evans, with hot sauce and hotter answers or something. I can't remember. It's funny. It's kind of like what we did with our little hot sauce challenge video. And then the other one was Binging with Babish, which
The cook one where he's like an 18th century cook making stuff.
No, maybe he does TV show stuff.
Yeah, like let me check. I'm pretty sure that's the guy I'm talking about.
What did he make? He made the Rib Witch, Homer's Rib Witch, and he does like, it's all stuff based off of TV shows. He makes Bob's Burgers. I thought that was pretty good. Really well done. He's got a cookbook out. I think I'm gonna buy it pretty soon.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of his things he's done.
Yeah, he does really good stuff. Really enjoyable. So yeah, shout out to those 2. Anyways, moving on to video games.
Oh, we're doing shout outs for YouTube people. That should be our own list. We'll do on a different episode. Cause I got a lot of. I watched YouTube. Is probably the thing I watch the most.
I agree. I watch a shit ton of YouTube. Okay, moving on. Video games.
Video games.
Hey man, you want to play some video games?
All right, Scott. What's your number 3 choice?
Number 3 choice. Oh, jeez. Untitled Goose Game. No, sorry. I heard it did really well though.
I only played so many games in 2019, so
You only played 3 games.
so my list will be short. Number 3 spot, Destiny. Number 3 spot, Fallout 76. Number 2 spot, Destiny 2.
Wait, Fallout 76 was last year.
They had DLC this year, which is last year, because last year was this year, and this year's this year now.
Okay, so I'm gonna say my number 3 pick for this year. It's so hard.
I know, because you play so many games and I play so few. Well, new games, anyhow.
No, you know what? I know exactly what my number 3 game is of this year. It's gonna be Destiny 2's DLC.
Do you know that I'm still playing Metal Gear Solid 5, and that came out in 2015? This shows you the age of the games that I play.
I enjoy the new DLC for Destiny 2. I had fun playing it with you.
Like 2 minutes.
We didn't play it. I didn't play it much, but I did enjoy playing it. It's Destiny.
It is your destiny. Embrace your destiny.
You're on fire. So yeah, Destiny. I don't really got to say much. we base our podcast rating system on Destiny. Like even if I'm not gonna play it anymore, I'm still a gigantic fan of Destiny.
It had an impact on our lives from its
Pretty
inception.
much made us friends.
Its inception of Destiny 1 until now. Kate's like, hey, you should play Destiny. I was like, nah, man. He's like, you should play Destiny. I said, nah, man.
And then he was like, Scott, you should play Destiny. So I was like, I guess I'll try it out, Cade. And then me and Bob like joined up on a party with Cade, and then Cade left, and then there was only 2. And then I kind of left, and now there's only 1.
And I am still the leader of a clan.
Sad Hulk
We're called
music.
the Raper Gang.
Sad Hulk music here, please. So, yeah, there we go. Number 3. You?
That would be also Destiny.
Yeah? Number
Yeah.
3? That's a good number 3.
I'll pick it. Why not? I've been playing it for years and years. I saw it made me laugh the other day because Phenom Jom and Iceman jumped in.
Oh,
I
nice.
didn't play with them, but I saw them jump in as I was sitting there watching YouTube.
Because it's kind of cool, because me and Bob played with a lot of the same guys, and it's just, yeah, no, that's kind of nostalgic right there.
Iceman.
Number 2 pick,
As painful it is.
mine.
No.
You're gonna do yours first.
Yeah, you do yours.
Okay, Borderlands 3.
Really?
Really,
Nice.
very well done game. Fun. Just it was well done. It's Borderlands. It's exactly what you'd think it would be. Just like Borderlands was back in the day, it's still Borderlands. It's still great. It still does everything that you want it to do. It's Borderlands. Yeah.
Well, if we're gonna go for my number 2 pick, I'll go with the new Catherine.
Oh. Did you beat it?
Yeah, of course.
And
It was just like the old one, only different. More scenarios that don't make any sense.
Oh.
But you know, you're a Persona fan. I'm a Catherine fan. I think we can both say their studio does good work.
fuck yeah, they do. Like Persona. Did you play Persona?
I'm more of a Catherine man.
Yeah.
And I'm looking back. A lot of the games I love are like 2015, 2014,
Son of a
2015,
bitch.
2014.
Whatever. I don't even care. You know what? It's close enough. It was October of last year. I don't even care. Number 1 pick.
Number 1.
RimWorld. 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 RimWorld all fucking day. RimWorld.
You know what?
RimWorld. Everybody go play fucking RimWorld. It is so good.
Everybody play RimWorld. Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm just going to look on my Steam account. It's a PC game. I don't care. I'm going to see.
Come at me, bros.
Come at me, bro.
Bruh.
Brosive.
Let's
Let's see how many hours I have into this fucking game. It's too many. I can tell you that. I have over 200 hours into this game. It is amazing. It's wonderful. You can have a wife kill a husband and then feed her to all of her friends and sleep next to the bones beside her. It is batshit crazy. It's amazing. Everybody needs to check it out. I don't care if it's made in 2018. That's my pick of the year. I know what Bob's is. Number 1.
What?
RE2.
Well, yeah, but
Oh, shit, he got me. Son of a bitch.
yep, Resident Evil 2, my pick of the year.
Yeah.
Can you guess why?
Yeah, exactly. Hey,
Are
are you excited for 3?
Yes, I am. Although,
3's Nemesis, right?
yes,
I'm excited for that.
some people don't like the design. It's like a wait and see kind of thing.
Yeah.
See what they're gonna do for extra game modes, or I don't think it's gonna be bad. I like the look of 3 a lot more than that 4-player co-op one.
Yeah, that looked fucking stupid. Sorry. It doesn't look stupid. It looked interesting.
But not like as a core game. It's just
Yeah.
like you guys have 4 players and it's gonna be odd.
It looked. I'm not into that. Like that was one thing this year that was a big thing. Like these 4-player mashup games, kind of like the Left 4 Dead series. They had like Remnant was one of them. There was a bunch, and I'm not into that at all. Yeah, it doesn't tweak my nipples, Bob. It doesn't tweak my nipples.
And with that, that's our review of the top 3 of each of our categories for 2019.
Review roundup 2019. It was a good year.
It was a good year with some bad stuff in it.
Some very bad stuff. Some very good stuff, but some very bad stuff. Any more thoughts, Bob? Before we close this season season out on the BNS Awesome Podcast.
Yeah, I got one, and it's going to be spoilers. So if you don't want to hear spoilers, turn off this now. The way things are going, Godzilla vs. Kong is coming out, and I still think Ready Player One's going to be the best Mecha Godzilla movie. Spoilers!
Spoilers. Kong wins.
No, that's spoilers for. Yeah, I just said that in front of you. You didn't hear what I said, basically.
It's going to be terrible.
I said
Oh!
Godzilla versus Kong.
Mechagodzilla shows up?
Yeah, it's pretty much confirmed at this point because they leaked the toys and Mechagodzilla's there, and he looks as stupid as the original leak said he was gonna.
Fuck.
He's got big claw grain hands.
Let's just end this then. Bye. Bye, everybody. On a down note. Bye. You gonna say bye, Bob?
Sayonara, samaso.
Well, thanks for listening to another episode of the BNS Awesome Podcast. We can be reached on Twitter at BNS Awesome Pod. We can also be reached at our email account, bnsawesomepodcast@gmail.com. We also have an Instagram, the BNS Awesome Podcast. You can also get the podcast on YouTube. Just search up the BNS Awesome Podcast. We are also on Stitcher, Spotify, iTunes, and pretty much anywhere else you can get your podcasts at.